Welcome everyone. Today's lesson is Should Wizard Hit Mommy? Introduction of this. Little children, we all know, they love to hear stories from their parents at bedtime. Such stories are mostly fables and have no logic behind them. Many a time, parents make up stories out of their own head. Little children take them as literally to be true. But as child grows up, he becomes inquisitive. He begins to ask many questions. He wants to know why and how certain things happen. He also wants to know the reason behind things. Sometimes parents take this questioning of the child as an affront and they don't like it. They try to discourage such kind of questioning. They want the child to accept as true whatever is said to him. Is such an attitude desirable? Is it desirable? This story poses this very question. A father tells his child a story out of his head. The child interrupts him a number of times. She raises questions whenever she feels that the story is wrong. The father feels himself caught in an ugly middle position. He does not know whether he should accept the child's version or stick to his own. Thus, the story raises a moral issue and leaves it to the reader to resolve it. Often, many times, whenever the story was told to the girl, she wanted the ending to be different or she wanted any particular incident to take different turns. Now we'll listen the theme. The story raises a moral issue if the parents should always decide what the children should do or let the children do what they like to do. Children dream and live in their own magical world. They are devoid of despise, ugliness, and petty differences. They are pure at heart. This story raises a moral question at this point. Should wizard hit mommy? Joe feels that he must. Jack, the father, says that it would be wrong because a mommy is always right. She should be loved and respected. Now we'll talk about the characters. First character is Johnny, a 4-year-old girl lovingly called Joe. Second character is Joe, father of Johnny. Then is Claire, the mother. Then Skunk, the baby creature with a bad smell, who often comes in the story. Mother Skunk, then Owl, then Wizard, a magician. Jack was the father of two little kids, Joe and Bobby. His wife Claire was carrying their third child. Jack would tell a story to his daughter Joe out of his head in the evenings and for Saturday naps. This custom of storytelling began when Joe was 2 years old and it was continuing for the last 2 years. It means Joe was now 4 years old. Each new story only differed a bit from the basic tale. There always was a small creature, usually named Roger, for example, Roger Fish, or Roger Squirrel, Roger Chipmunk, etc. He always had some problem and he would go to the wise old owl. The owl would tell him to go to the wizard who would perform a magic spell that will solve the problem. This was the basic thing of all the stories told by the father to the daughter. The wizard in turn would demand in payment a number of pennies greater than the number Roger creature had, but at the same time he would direct the animal to a place where the extra pennies could be found. Then Roger would become so happy that he played many games with other creatures. Roger then would go home with his mother just in the time to hear the train whistle that brought his daddy home from Boston. Jack then would describe their supper and the story was over. This was the story told every day, and the kind of problem the little Roger came across was always different, and how he arranged for the extra pennies, that was also different. The rest of the things were as it is. Jack found this storytelling session specially tiring on Saturdays because Joe never fell asleep in naps anymore. One Saturday, Jack asked Joe about whom the story should be today. Roger Skunk, she said firmly. When she was asked about what story, about which person you wish to listen the story, she says, I want to listen a story about Roger Skunk. A new animal. They must talk about skunk and nursery school, the father thought. Jack started the story of the tiny creature skunk who lived in the dark, deep woods. His name was Roger Skunk and he smelled very bad. He smelled so bad that other animals of the jungle would not play with him. They would run away and Roger Skunk would stand there all alone. Roger Skunk went to the wise owl and told his problem. The owl asked the skunk why he did not see the wizard. Then he went to the wizard and told that he smelled very bad and all the little animals used to run away from him. The wise owl had told wizard that he could help him in that manner. The wizard took his magic wand and asked Roger Skunk what he wanted to smell like. Roger Skunk told him that he would like to smell like roses. The wizard chanted and Roger Skunk started smelling like roses. The wizard asked Roger Skunk to pay 7 pennies. Roger said that he had only 4. And he began to cry. As this was the case in all the stories, in this story also same thing happened. The wizard directed Roger to go to the nearby magic well and he would find there pennies, extra pennies he would find there. Roger Skunk took out 3 pennies from the well and gave them to the wizard. As usual, as it happened in all the stories. Now all the other animals gathered around him because he smelled so good. They played various games and laughed. It began to get dark, so they all ran home to their mummies. Joe thought that the story was all over. When Roger Skunk went home, his mummy said that the smell was awful. She asked who made him smell like that. Roger Skunk said that the wizard did so. She said that they were going right back to the wizard and he said that all the other animals would run away with his bad smell because the mother wanted his old smell to be restored. She did not like the smell of roses which was coming out of the skunk's body. But his mummy said that she did not care. Roger should smell the way a little skunk should have smelled. So she took Roger with her and went to the wizard. When the wizard opened the door, she hit him with her umbrella and explained how the wizard's magic infuriated her. The wizard spelled another magic and Roger's smelled as foul as he did earlier. His bad smell was restored. But she was displeased with his new ending and wanted her father to make the wizard hit Roger's mummy. Joe did not like this ending. Joe didn't like this ending in which the bad smell of the skunk was restored and she wanted that the mother should be hit by the wizard. But Jack was not ready to make any changes to the ending as he thought Joe should accept him without questioning. Joe protested, but Jack said that it was Daddy's story. He said then Roger Skunk and her mummy went home. They had supper, and when Roger Skunk was in bed, Mummy Skunk came up and hugged him and said she loved him very much. He told her that the story ends here. Joe asked her daddy if the other animals ran away from Roger Skunk. Then what would be the case? Jack said no. They finally got used to the way Roger Skunk was and did not mind it at all. What the bad smell was, they accepted his reality. Joe commented that she was a stupid mummy. He asked her to have a long nap as her brother Bobby was also sleeping. At this, when this story was continued itself, father tells the daughter to take a long nap as the brother Bobby was also sleeping. Joe told him that she wanted him to tell her the story the next day that wizard took that magic wand and hit that mommy. She wanted the father to change the story, the ending of the story. Right over the head, the mother was hit by the wizard. She wanted this ending. Jack said that it was not the story. The point is that the little skunk loved his mummy more than he loved all the other little animals. Moreover, she knew what was right. Mother knew what was right for the skunk. But Joe insisted that tomorrow he should say that the wizard hit that mommy. Jack said that he would see and ask her to sleep. He closed the door and went downstairs. Claire was striking the chair rail with a dipped brush. She was painting the chair. Above him, footsteps vibrated. These were Joe's footsteps. She had not slept. He threatened to beat her, and then the footsteps slowed down. The father threatened the daughter to beat her up, and then footsteps slowed down. Claire observed that it was a long story. He simply said, "The poor kid." He watched his wife working hard on the woodwork. She was doing painting work. Thus, the writer displays adult authority on one hand and the child's inquisitiveness on the other hand. We'll quickly recapitulate the story. The chapter captures a very sensitive reaction of a small girl to an important aspect of the story that her father narrates to her. The story reveals the worldview of a little child to a difficult moral question that shows her mental or psychological richness. That why shouldn't the mother be hit? Jo is a little girl of 4 years. She is engaged in a story session with her father. Jack, the father, used to tell her a story every evening, and especially for Saturday naps, Jo feels herself involved with the characters and the happenings. She felt connected. The story always had an animal with a problem. The old owl advises him to visit the wizard who would solve the problem. Skunk's problem was that he smells bad, visited the wizard who changed it to the smell of roses. But what happens? Skunk's mother was unhappy with this smell, with this change smell, and took him back to the wizard. She hit the wizard and asked him to restore the original smell. She wanted her son to keep his identity of skunk and wanted his friends to accept him as he was. So the wizard changes him back to smell like a skunk. After hearing the story of Roger Skunk, Jo was not happy with the ending. She wanted a change. She wants her father to change the ending. She wants the wizard to hit the mummy back and let Roger be, which her father was not ready to do to establish his authority. Jo wanted the smell of roses to be maintained, but father did not want to do it in order to maintain his authority. This raises a difficult moral question whether parents possess the right to impose their will on their children. Her father finds it difficult to answer the question. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Thanks a lot.